Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 37. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him.
Touchdown, Texans! Tank Dell, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw is Fields.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 57 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That zero on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Check, contact, check, contact.
Another run here with Dobbins. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Ready?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it facing a second and long situation.
Ready, ready. Dragon 60. Warriors 70. Ready.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bowman. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
He's going up top for Taylor.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Taken at about the 36. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
He's into space past the 25.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
And this one's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Hey, check that, go!
On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Touchdown, Texans! J.K. Dobbins from 4 yards out. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The York on now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Texans 28, Bears nothing.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Stroud sets up the play action. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bowman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Go.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Check smash! Check smash! Hustle! Hustle!
First and 10, it's Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
On first and 10, here's Fields.
They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Here we go, son.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Here's Tank Dell to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Right back to Dobbins on first. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready?
Stroud to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
No bus.
On first down, Fields.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Fields on first down. He completes it to Hunter. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Evan Ingram from 6 yards away.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Houston.
J.K. Dobbins
with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Texans are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Airing it out deep for Smith.
And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And Stroud now to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Texans have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Michael Pittman,
50 yards!
And the Bears are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Texans get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. York now for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Texans 49. Bears 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace.
There he goes, left side.
How about this? He's to the 10.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to claw one back. Well, we're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That'll obviously go as a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got to think to yourself that this coaching staff has looked at his playmaking ability and said to themselves, why are we just going to throw it to him? Let's double his touches and make him a big part of the run game. That big playability that was at the forefront on that one.
Ready.
To the right side and caught by Dell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Stroud looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Texans 49, Bears 27.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th quarter lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here goes Stroud again. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw, Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Brings up second down.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. Stop short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Fields. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's complete to Pierce. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down, because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Street! Hey, Crash! Let go!
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Down to about the 37.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Here's
now.
a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. York able to send this one until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Fields now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins to about the 26 here.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. That final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one.